I remember when I was a kid and I had a book report assigned to me, and there was always that temptation to refer to the Cliff Notes or that short version of the book that would tell you all the key essential ideas. And you know what? Sometimes you'd use it, sometimes you wouldn't, and it would have varying results. But you know what? Sometimes we just want that quick series of ideas. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 7 best sales training techniques, and this is a little quick course, so be sure to check it out. Number 1, drop the pitch. This is so big and it is so important, and it is really the reason that it is the #1 sales training technique that I mentioned. When you're going into a prospect and you're starting with the pitch and you're opening up your jacket pocket and you're showing all the features and benefits of what you sell, maybe starting with a slide deck that talks about your company and yourself and how you guys have been in business for 37 years, you're immediately in trouble because the wall is going to go up with that prospect and they are immediately going to start to tune out because no one wants to be sold. No one wants to be pitched. Instead, what they want to be is engaged in a conversation. When you can engage your prospects in a conversation, in a dialogue, that's where good things start to happen. So drop the pitch and instead seek to really engage your prospects in a true conversation. Number 2, demonstrate insight. I talked about how you want to engage your prospects in a conversation, but you don't just go up with some pickup line like you'd use at a bar to try to engage your prospect at a conversation. Instead, what you want to do is demonstrate insight to your prospect so that way they say, okay, you know what, this person has shown me some information that actually has prompted me to say, yeah, okay, I'll hop on a call with you. That's how we start the conversation. That's how we engage people. Not with information about our company, not on information about our offering, but instead with just genuine insight. You as a salesperson who has met with hundreds, if not thousands of people in certain industries, you have a level of expertise that can really be used to leverage into really high quality conversations. And that insight, that bird's eye view, is the key to demonstrating that you know what you're talking about and can ultimately earn that engaging conversation with the prospect. Number 3, disqualify, don't persuade. Now, if you've followed my content before, you know that my passion in sales is around helping people become better at selling by using a disqualification mindset as opposed to a persuasion mindset. Your prospects don't want to be persuaded. Chances are they're pretty smart people, and they can't just be persuaded with some fancy language into buying from you. Instead, you want to disqualify your prospects. And what that means is you want to start with this doctor's mindset where you're thinking, is this person a fit? And you're going to be asking a series of questions that are going to ultimately determine if they are a fit or if they are not a fit. And if they're not a fit, move on. The problem is that so many salespeople are trying to sell to everyone and they're not moving on from those people that are not a fit. And that takes them away from the people who are a fit over here. So be willing to disqualify your prospects. What that's going to lead to is spending more time with truly qualified prospects that can and will actually buy from you. Number 4, solve challenges. This is a really important mindset and tactical distinction in selling. So many salespeople are trying to focus on the features and benefits of their offering. And the reality is that your prospects, they don't care about your features and benefits. What they care about is, can you solve their challenges? If you can articulate your prospects' challenges better than they can, now they're gonna think, wow, this person really has something to offer me. And then when you can now demonstrate that you can actually solve those challenges, that's how we really engage our prospects in a powerful and meaningful way. So you don't have to present the features and benefits. They don't care. All they want to understand is, can you solve their challenges? That's what your ultimate presentation should be focused on, is the ability to solve those challenges. Number 5, know your next step. This is a real distinction between A performers and B and C performers, is that A performers are just completely obsessed with establishing a next step with their prospects. And B and C performers, even if they've done a good job in the sales process up until now, they go right into the follow-up mode. If you find yourself following up on your prospects a lot, it means that you're doing something wrong. You should always be scheduling a next step when you're in the current selling situation with the prospect. You don't just leave it for another day to just follow up with a random phone call, but instead you schedule it in the calendar and a calendar invite goes out, and that is what a next step looks like. We don't mess around with just following up. Never follow up. Instead, put yourself in a position to not have to follow up, because now you have a scheduled meeting or a scheduled phone call or whatever it is that is a good next step. And by the way, if your prospect is unwilling to schedule a next step, that's good information, because what that's telling you is this person clearly doesn't want what you have. Number 6, lead gen is not about hope. This is one of the key distinctions between, again, top performers and everyone else, is that with top performers, lead gen is totally in the bag. And by lead gen, of course, I mean generating your leads. Where are your leads coming from? Are you sending out emails? Are you making prospecting calls? Is it coming inbound? Wherever the leads are coming from, that must be locked in. You must have a good strategy there. It cannot be left up to hope, which is why I would be remiss in a quick sales training course to not mention that you must have a clear lead generation strategy. Now, this video is not going to focus on lead generation. I have a bunch of other trainings that you can watch on that, but you must have a lead generation strategy in place. You cannot be hoping for leads to come in. You must have a next step, a next process in order to get the leads to come in. Number 7, always follow a process. I am obsessed with helping salespeople become more process driven. The more process driven you are, the more successful you will be. If you're just winging it and figuring it out as you go, you are going to struggle. You must have a sales process in place. And the more you have a solid process in place, the more effective you are going to be in selling. Now, at the end of this training today, I'll give you an opportunity to take an even more in-depth training that will really walk you through the full sales process. But whether you use our Sales Insights methodology or another process, it doesn't matter, but have a process that you believe in, that works, and that you follow step by step. So there are the 7 best sales training techniques as a quick course. And if you enjoyed this video, then I have an awesome free training on the data-driven approach to closing more sales in today's marketplace. Just click right here to get registered instantly. Seriously, just click right here. This is an in-depth training that will help you close more sales at higher prices, all while generating more meetings. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking my face. It should be right about here to get access to a new video just like this one each week.